Welcome back to the Black Hillbillies Cooking Show, and I trust everyone had a wonderful Christmas, and now we're in New Year's. Hard to believe, but we are, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful, happy New Year. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to do some fried corn cakes. Now, we fixed a traditional meal today, except for the black-eyed peas. We're not a big black-eyed peas family, so I fixed pinto beans. But first, we're going to get to this fried corn cakes. I'm going to take a package of cornbread mix. You can get any kind you want. You can use regular cornmeal if you want to. And I'm going to put this in here. And I'm going to put my dry mixture in first. This is self-rising flour. I'm going to use 2 big tablespoons of this, 2 heaping tablespoons. And I'm going to do buttermilk, as you can see, buttermilk. And I'm just going to pour some in. And I'm going to pour some water in. And I'm going to do this at pudding consistency so you'll know we're not measuring anything. And keep stirring that up. Now, I'm going to put an egg in. Gonna mix that up. My buttermilk in here, and I've put 1 egg and water in here, and I've got it like at a pudding consistency. And I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of sugar in here. I'm going to mix this all up. And now I've got my pan ready with my Crisco oil in it. And I'm going to start frying my corn cakes. Things in the pan. Getting them hot pan ready. And I'm pouring butter on the corn cakes. And they're just frying. Now our corn cakes are frying good. And I'll probably just out of this little pack get at least 3, maybe a 4th one, a small one. Now we're showing you how we do our pork chop. We've used an mallet to make these pork chops tender. And coat them with a little sage. Finished putting some of the sage on here. And pepper. Okay. Then I'm going to coat it with some Lawry's seasoned salt. That looks good already. I know what I need to put a little more on this side, and I need to put a little more sage on there. Now I'm going to put these in my little shake bag. And I'll use 2 tablespoons self-rising flour to coat them. pork chop ready with all the seasonings on it. It's got Lowry seasoning, it's got sage and pepper, and I usually don't put salt. If you want salt, then that's up to you, but I'm kind of salt sensitive, so it's frying curly greens in here. And what I did with these, I just used fat meat to season them with and a little salt, and I just let them cook for over an hour on high, and they're ready. And now I've got our pinto beans, and what I did with our pinto beans, I put an onion in it and let the onion cook up with it. After my beans had cooked for about an hour and 15 minutes, and I put a little fat meat, and also I had some ham from a previous ham. I'm trying to find you a little smidgen of one. Seems like things don't want to come up when you want there's one. I put the ham in there from a previous dinner that we had, which is delicious. And I put a little bit of garlic salt in there. And I just cooked them up with the onion and the fat meat, and they're delicious. And then I've got 2 pork chops that I have cooked and put my seasoning, my Lowry seasoning with salt, the pepper. You can put salt on them, that's if you want to. We're salt sensitive here. And I put the sage on by coating them on flour and frying them. Then I have here my corn cakes. My corn cakes was made with cornmeal mix, and I've given you the recipe for that. And we're ready to eat, so come and join us. And Happy New Year, and remember, love is always better.